In today's class, we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. Amongst these different things, we're going to be talking about how much money you could be making with your following on social media that you have right now. We're going to be talking about the 5 key steps to building a following that you can make money through on social media. We're going to be looking at example profiles that are making money on social media and how they're doing that. We're also going to be talking about the #1 strategy that influencers use to get more followers, comments, and likes. So the platforms that this information will be relevant for are really the heavy hitters: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. These platforms have the largest following. They each have their unique niches that they're best at, and they are the easiest to monetize. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew East. I played in the NFL for a little bit. I ultimately became a social media expert. I went to business school at Vanderbilt. I also host my own interview series called Redirected, all about how people change career paths from one thing to another. And I'm also the luckiest man in the world. I'm the husband to my beautiful wife, Shawn. She's the reason that I wake up every single morning. And so here's a slide. I was kind of hesitant to add this graphic, but I wanted to share it with you guys because I've had the opportunity to work with these amazing brands, multiple Fortune 500 companies. And so the things I'm going to teach you today are the key factors that attract brands like these to influencers like we are going to make you. And so, P&G, Google, the top brands in the world, these are things that I've learned that I'm going to share with you today. So to expand on my past, 5 years ago, I was locked in and focused on football. If you would have asked me what I thought about social media, I thought it was evil. I thought it was detrimental to relationships, and I didn't see or find any value in social media. I was with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I ultimately got cut from the Chiefs, and I sat on my couch depressed after I got cut for 3 months. For 3 months, I sat on my couch depressed. I didn't know what to do with my life. And actually, since that first time being cut, I've ultimately been cut 7 different times with 5 different teams. I've been all over the place, and I never made it in the NFL. And I just want to stop you right there and debunk any thoughts you might be having about, he's had success on social media because he played in the NFL. Well, that's not true. I could pull up dozens and dozens of my teammates and players in the NFL who have less than 5,000 followers and aren't doing a lick on social media compared to what they could be. And that's because they don't know the strategy. And anybody can learn the strategy, no matter what your job is or no matter how many people care about what your number is on the field. So I'm here to teach you those strategies so that you can start crushing on social media yourself. Again, I was getting cut by all these different teams, and I realized that I had a unique experience to share, just like you do. You truly have a unique experience that nobody else has right now. And I never thought that I would be making a living through sharing how I didn't make it in the NFL, as opposed to actually making a living by playing in the NFL. It's drastically different. I could have never dreamt this up, but this is what I'm doing. I decided to use social media as a way to be authentic about what I was going through and what was going on in my life, and just sharing my perspective on that, trying to put a positive twist on it. Here are some of the things that I have shared. These are actually the sponsored posts that I've done in the past couple of months. And it's been a blast, again, to work with those brands. But if you fast forward to where we are now, I now create content that reaches millions and millions of people on a weekly basis. I get to work with the world's biggest brands. I get to go to events and places that I never thought possible. And I have this flexibility in my schedule that, let me tell you, does not exist in the NFL. I don't have any coach yelling at me, any practice to report to every single day. And it is truly a wonderful life. And the NFL now at this point is a side gig. It's more of a type of content that I can share with my audience as opposed to being my main focus and where I'm putting all my energy and effort. And actually, even my dog is an influencer now. This is a picture of us, our happy little family. And my goal with all of this is to help you experience this exact same thing, no matter if you're working in a warehouse, if you're a manager at some company, or if you're an athlete yourself. I want to help 1 million people pay their bills with social media, find what message they're born to share, help them create that quality content, and then help monetize on that content. I told you my story, and I want to share with you guys a couple other stories of friends of mine who I've helped and talked with, who have also been redirected. So Eric is a buddy of mine, and a year ago he was selling ads at Angie's List. Fast forward 1 year, and now he owns his own successful dog sitting company. He's booked for the next couple of months. It's a truly awesome story. Hillary was a fashion stylist, and she couldn't make ends meet. And now she has a multi-million-dollar business that she built through social media. David has a similar story. He was a local wedding photographer, and now he has a multi-million-dollar online business. And then Ross, who's now an influencer, used to work as a roofer and at a distribution center. And I wanted to share these stories because these are regular people, just like you and I. They all started with one like, one post, and one message that they wanted to share with the world. And it is possible for them, it's possible for me, and it's possible for you. So let's get you going and get you on the right path. So you might be asking yourself, how much money can we be making on social media right now? It's all about where you focus your energy and your effort. Most of you right now are probably spending at least 30 minutes a day on social media. A lot of you are spending over 2 hours a day, which is wild. I do it myself, but most people are just consuming content, not creating. And it's all about where you focus your energy. So it's not about just looking for that random like, maybe a subscription or a comment or a DM here and there. A lot of you are skeptical that you can't make money on social media because you haven't found the success in the past, and you're skeptical that it can't be that simple. But the truth is, you can be that person who is successful, just like Eric or Hillary or David. You can be that person, but you just need to move your focus into one direction, just like this wonderful, beautiful band that you see here on the screen. One Direction. I love that band name because they have a clear plan, a single focus, and they are committed to that focus. You can be that person. You just need to change your mindset. So here's a graphic that is an example of what it might look like to make money on social media. And this program is for businesses, it's for individuals, it's also for meme pages, wherever you're at. This is an example of what that might look like. So the first step is creating awesome, unique content. The second step is making sure that content reaches people who like that type of content. And then once you do that, you're going to attract influencers who want to collaborate. You'll build this momentum, this snowball effect of people who see your page and follow you. You will be growing this following. And soon enough, before you know it, brands are going to be reaching out to you because you have this audience that you know very well, that you know how to speak to like nobody else does. You're going to be being reached out by brands who want to tap into the audience through you, and they're going to be paying you for that. You'll also have the confidence to reach out to these brands by yourself, and we teach you how to do that. We teach you what to say in this course. So let's just get to why you are attending today. You want to know how you can make money on social media. Well, I'm going to outline briefly the 5 steps that will help you make money on social media and that will help you start crushing it on socials. And we're going to hit these a little more in depth later on. So first step is you have to create your voice on social media. What is that unique thing that you can bring to the table that nobody else can? What is the audience that you can speak to that nobody else can? For me, it was this group of people who was interested in seeing my NFL career. You know, it's not all about the lights and the camera and what you see on the field. There is struggle to it, and people wanted to see that. I also, at this point in my life, make relationship comedy videos, so cute videos with my wife. People love seeing. You likewise have an experience and knowledge that no one else does. You need to learn what that is, and you need to share it. Second thing is you need to design your plan of attack. So this is now a business. It's not a hobby. I went to business school, and pretty much what I learned in business school is that to be a successful business, you need to have plans and strategies. What platforms are you going to be using? What are you going to be posting? And when are you going to post it? You have to have this mindset, this business mindset as you approach social media. Third thing is actually create that quality content that your audience wants. Now you know who your audience is and what your message is. You have a plan behind that. Actually create that content. So just like you go to ESPN to watch sports, people need to go to your page to watch whatever it is you need to share. People come to my page to see cute videos that are either going to make them go, ah, or, hey, I really like how you did that. That inspires my relationship. That's what my page is. What is your page? What is your channel? Fourth thing, build your tribe. So this is the most fulfilling part. I don't think it gets near enough attention, but the community that you build on social media is very, very real. Don't take that for granted. Every follower that you get is a human being behind a screen that is engaging in your content. So build that tribe, be intentional about it. Fifth thing is once you have that tribe, you're going to be able to get collaborations and brand deals. So I just want to talk about really quick what doesn't work on social media, what probably most of you are doing. Here's a graphic. This is my buddy Matt Olson. I know Matt well, so no offense, Matt, if you're watching this. This is just constructive criticism, but this is a good example of what doesn't work on social media. And if you look at his feed, you could see that he has random screenshots, on-screen text, group pictures, a picture of some type of landscape, infographics. It's inconsistent. It's random. And if you knew when he posted it, on top of that, it's inconsistent and sporadic. Maybe he posts one time 1 week, and then maybe he posts 5 times the next week, and then maybe I don't see him again in the next 2 months. Also, his bio, I have no idea what he does, right? He's a family man. Let me tell you, the interesting thing about Matt, I know him, is that he has a story to tell. He's a PGA caddy. He gets to travel a lot. He gets to be with a lot of cool people, have a lot of cool experiences. He's a golfer himself. He has content that he could be sharing. He's just not focused in enough. Let's talk about what does work. This is Alex Costa. You can see his feed looks drastically different. He has those Instagram highlights that are clean and crisp and professional. If you look at his bio, it's honed in and specific. He also has unique niche content, and his feed speaks to what his bio says he does. So it's men's fashion lifestyle, bada bing, bada boom. All of his pictures are related to that. He also posts consistently. So Alex posts about twice a week, and that works for him. That's his rhythm. We're going to be talking about a lot about consistency. You're going to be hearing me say that so much so that it'll probably make you sick, but consistency is the key. Just like, maybe you're texting a friend every day. Say you meet a new friend and you're texting them every day. And then all of a sudden you stop out of the blue. And then a month later you come back to them and you say, hey, this is my cat. That's what a lot of people do on social media is they're inconsistent, they're incoherent, and it's almost disrespectful to the audience that they're speaking with. So to break down those 5 steps that we talked about earlier a little more in detail, the first step in being successful on social media and to monetizing your social media is discovering what your voice is. So what are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? And once you find that, find friends and family and ask them what they think you're good at and what they really enjoy watching you doing. And then something else that I don't think gets touched on nearly enough is after you find what that niche is, maybe it's comedy. Here are some examples. We have cats or dogs, food or lifestyle, comedy, exercise or fitness, playing an instrument, makeup or beauty. These are some kind of high-level topics. But once you find what you're good at or what niche you fall under, find 2 to 3 influencers that you like, their content that they like, their style, their tone that they speak to the audience with. Find those influencers and then just start modeling them. It's a good place to start. Not nearly enough people do that. They get intimidated right out of the gate because they don't know where to start. Second thing is designing your plan of attack. So I include 3 strategies in designing your plan of attack. The first is the time, the second is the type, and the third is the tempo. So the time has to do with what time of day is your audience online that they are most likely to engage with your content. Second is type. So what type of content does your audience like? Is it videos? Is it pictures? Is it memes? Is it live streams? Some audiences love those. The third is the tempo. So how often should you post? Just to give you a couple of examples, maybe you're a mom that does family content centered around kids. You could post maybe around 10 a.m. after most other moms in the country have dropped their kids off. That's probably when most moms are like, hey, you know what? I'm going to spend a little time on my phone. Their tutorials are really successful in that demographic. And then, school days are 5 days out of the week. That's probably, again, when after they drop their kids off, when they're going to be active on social media. Or maybe you do makeup catered toward 20 to 30-year-olds. And a good time to post would be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday when everybody's getting ready to go out and they're getting their makeup on. And your content needs to be, what type of content? Your content needs to be highly polished, edited images. And the time would likely be, the mid-afternoon when everybody's back from work or school. So the third step that's super, super important is creating quality content that your audience wants to see and that can be shareable. So right here we have the same person in the same room and different lighting. And you can see there's a drastic difference between what these pictures can look like when you just know a few basic tips and tricks on how to do it right. So another thing on creating quality content is knowing who your audience is. So check out your analytics. Who's following you? Look at your best performing posts to date and then replicate that. Do more of that in the future. Archive any content that isn't relevant to your audience and isn't what you want to do more of in the future, that doesn't fit to that channel that we had just specified. And then you also have to know how to optimize your posts to the platform that you're posting to. So each platform has aspect ratios or Maybe it's a live stream or long form video for YouTube. Each platform has types of content that they best excel at. So the fourth step, and this is my personal favorite, and I don't think it gets near enough attention, but it's building your tribe, building this community of people who are ultimately going to be your highest engaged followers, your biggest fans, and your biggest disciples for sharing what you're all about. And so there are really set ways that you can build this community in a really intentional way. And that's, whether it's through thoughtful responses, connecting through DMs, maybe you can go live. We teach you how you can build this community that is so fulfilling and so much fun to interact with. The last step is collaborations and brand deals. And so whether that's with other creators or with brands, there's a set way to do this. There's a script that you can follow that will help you be successful. Right here, we've included a graphic of 2 collaborations with other couples that have ultimately become some of our best friends in life. And it all started because of a collaboration on social media. So we have the Axes and Matt and Rebecca down there. All started with social media. And it's because we were intentional and respectful about how we reach out to them. And so these are actually other creators, but also with brands, it's the exact same thing. There's a process that you can follow to help you be successful in getting a high yes rate, response rate, and in making that collaboration super successful that both audiences will want to see that content, share that content, and then follow the other person that they just saw featured on their favorite person's channel. So I just wanted to stop real quick and give you a gift. This is a free guide for reaching out to creators. So we have worked with the biggest creators on every platform, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and this is our process, the lessons we've learned so that we can reach out confidently to creators for a collaboration and know that it's going to be a yes that we get in response and know that it's going to be a successful collaboration. And we're giving this to you for free. Collaborations are truly the best way to grow your following and also make friends, lifelong friends, like we just talked about. So I'm going to be sending you guys this in an email at the end of the class today. Just wanted to share some testimonials real quick about other people who have followed this Side Hustle Social program. We've had tremendous success. We've only allowed a certain number of people to be a part of it so far, and the results have been truly, truly amazing. So here's Dr. Toohill. He says that his Instagram had turned into a place for him to go and waste time. When he posted pictures, ranged from inspirational quotes to a shirtless car selfie to what he was eating that day. He really didn't know better, and he just wanted to post things that other people would like. He was spending about an hour a day on Instagram alone, and it was truly wasting time. It was an unfulfilling hobby. He met me and started working on his social media, implemented the side hustle strategies to improve his engagement. And here we took some screenshots of his analytics. In 2017, he had 20,000 total likes, and that broke down to about 400 likes per post. In 2018, through about 3 quarters, he already has 50,000 likes, so double what he had last year total, and he's getting about 930 likes per post. His engagement has skyrocketed, and if you look at his feed, dramatically different. It goes from amateur to professional, really clean-cut layout. I love what Dave is doing here. He follows up and says he finally figured out what he was best at, and he doubled down. Not only has his account grown exponentially, he's generated over $47,000 in side income through partnerships and clients that have reached out to him on Instagram. And this is just the beginning. Thank you. So his following actually didn't grow massively. He only has 15,000 followers or so, but his engagement, as you saw, skyrocketed, and this is all that matters. And he's ultimately able to get attention from clients and get these business deals landed, which have been super, super successful for him. Other people have said this is an environment to grow. James says that it's a clear cut, down to the point. It's provided a ton of value. He's excited to see the growth. Brian says that he's a member of the Side Hustle Social group. Thank you for creating the class. He's getting a lot of value out of it. And then Samantha says she has no idea she could do this. So at this point, we're going to be talking about the Side Hustle Social program. If you guys have any questions about your social media profiles or social media in general, we're going to be addressing those towards the end of the presentation. But I just want to reiterate, this is something I've been spending the past 4 years of my life doing. I've been considered a social media expert. I've loved doing it. I never thought that my life would look like this, but because of social media, we have so much flexibility and such an amazing, wonderful opportunity that we have in front of us, and you can have it too. And as far as this class goes, we spent the past 8 months aggregating this data, organizing it for you, and we truly believe that this is the best program out for teaching you how you can make money on social media. So this is, as I just said, the most complete social media course out there today. It doesn't only teach you how to build your following. There's a lot of programs that teach you how to do that, but it also gives you a step-by-step guide on how to make money with that following. Most courses teach you how to get a bunch of followers, but they don't teach you how to build an engaged following and reach out to brands and actually monetize on that following. So this is what kind of the course consists of. It's over 50 organized step-by-step tutorials. We have over 20 guides that are going to help walk you through whatever stage you are at, whether it's building your bio, whether it's creating unique content, or whether it is reaching out to brands. We give you it all. And there's 8 different sections. We call them modules. So the first module is all about kind of setting the expectations and getting you acclimated to the community. So I love this. This has been awesome to see, but we have a Side Hustle social community that is growing and it is active. And we include you in this community so that you can collaborate, you can brainstorm, and you can get feedback on whatever type of content you are putting out there before you actually launch it. And these are highly motivated, highly ambitious, like-minded people to you. And we also give you kind of pro tips that help change your perspective. So I learned 2 things in my career of social media that drastically changed how I approached it, and we share those with you. The second section is all about the foundation. So getting your bio up to par, cleaning it up, having this digital hygiene so that every time somebody Googles your name or your brand, you are at best able to capitalize on that search. We talk about what platforms are best for you. Talk about how to set up your Instagram highlights, which is a huge contributing factor to making your profile look professional. And then we also have these job shadows. As you can see here is Shawn doing behind the scenes of what she does in a day-to-day basis as an influencer. Section 3 is all about creating your content plan. So as we talked about, it's important to have a strategy, and we're also super sensitive to the fact that you guys might not have time to be spending on social media. So we teach you time-saving techniques. We teach you how to create your content calendar and what that might look like. And then also how to model what's already working so that you don't have to feel intimidated about starting out. Section 4 is all about the equipment. So I kind of walk you through what's in my bag. I walk you through what I think the essentials are to be successful in capturing quality content on social media. And then we also give you the app toolbox for apps that are really good for you guys on social media. Section 5 is all about creating that quality content. So going live, how to do that well, how to use hashtags and leverage those to get discovered. And then we also partnered with David Molnar and Parker Walbeck, who are experts in photography and videography, to help teach you how to capture the best images out there and help teach you how to create amazing videos. Section 6 is all about building your tribe. Again, we want to create a whole module and section on this because this is truly important. This is what it's all about, is your audience. So we teach you techniques on how to build that audience and engage with them. Section 7 is about collaboration. And we give you step-by-step guides, scripts, templates on how to reach out to brands, how to reach out to creators. And then we've also found the best platforms that help you connect with other collaborators. So Side Hustle is one, but we realize there's a ton of people out there who don't enroll in our class, and we give you access to those other collaboration platforms. And then the last section, this is the one you guys are all waiting for. This is all about how you can make money on social media. And we actually give you your very first affiliate contract. This is an awesome opportunity for you to learn how to go and speak to your audience, go from speaking to your audience as a hobbyist, as an amateur, to speaking to your audience as a professional. And we're very, very excited to be providing this for you. So real quick, the bonuses of this course that we have included. We've included this app toolbox, which is the full list and links of the must-have apps that you need in order to create, post, share, and synchronize your content like a pro. This is fantastic. I'm excited to be bringing this with you. We actually have a second bonus, and this is these virtual job shadows. So we give you exclusive behind-the-scenes footage that you can't find anywhere else of influencers like Ross Smith, Shawn Johnson, Josh Axe, all about what they do on a day-to-day basis to create content and build their business directly through social media. And they each do it differently, and they each have different systems and processes that they follow. The third bonus, we have a third one, are these photo and video editing tutorials. We teach you how to edit pictures and videos from the very, very best in social media. And we've also partnered with these awesome assistant coaches. Ross Smith, I've mentioned him before. He has millions of followers. He has comedy content. We have Shawn Johnson, who has over 3 million followers. This is actually my wife, so I don't know why I said her full name. She does lifestyle content. We have Dr. Toohill. So we read his testimonial earlier, and I was thinking he's such a perfect fit and such a success story of this program. I'm actually going to include him as an assistant coach. He does motivational content, and he's a perfect fit, perfect coach for a lot of you guys. He only has around 20,000 followers, and I think we'll be able to speak to you guys in a really relatable way. Mallory Irvin is fashion and beauty. She has a couple 100,000 followers. And we have Kyle Demiola, who is a social media consultant himself and has a couple 20,000 followers himself. He does family content. And these are the people that are going to be helping me teach you guys in this course. So another thing you're going to be receiving in this course is direct access to myself and support from others through the private Facebook group. So for a lot of the people that are already in the course, this is the best part about joining Side Hustle Social. You get access to me in a Facebook group, and I'm going to be live multiple times a week doing this, but also access to me when I travel to your location. So we have a map that I can see exactly where everybody is. And if I travel to your hometown, we can meet up, we can do collaborations, we could answer your questions that you might have. I'm really excited to be doing this and meeting you guys. Again, I can't stress enough that I'm passionate about building this community. This is what it's all about for me. And so this is why we wanted to include this with you guys. But not only me, you get other people to collab with and brainstorm with, as we talked about. And we've already had so many success stories of this, of people in New Zealand, worldwide, meeting up with each other. They never met each other before, but now they're doing photo shoots and brainstorming some truly awesome content. So that's what the course consists of. And when you purchase, you get instant online access, and it comes in the form of online video course. There's also an iPhone and Android app, and it's lifetime access. So as long as the internet exists, you get access to this, and you get to go at your own pace. So if you want to go through it all in 3 days, you can. If you want to take 7 months, you can. It's all there for you, ready to consume when you're ready. So again, this course took 4 years to put together, and this is something I would charge thousands and thousands of dollars for consulting for something like this. But I wanted to make it affordable to you guys because, again, my goal is to help 1 million people pay their bills with social media, find their voice that they're born to share, and then teach them how to create quality content around that. When you purchase, you get these, this is what the course consists of. You get the PDF tutorials, you get the private Facebook group, the bonus modules, the complete video course, these trainings with our celebrity coaches, and instant access to the entire program. And if that's not enough, you get to try the Side Hustle Social course for a full 30 days, 100% risk-free, money-back guarantee. The risk is completely on our end. We want this to be successful for you guys, and we are excited for you to try it out. So that is there for you as well. So I just wanted to personally invite you on this 30-day journey to turning your social media from a hobby into a side hustle that can pay the bills. And so actually for this class only, we are going to give you a class bonus, and that is 4 group training calls where you get to listen in on weekly training calls with me, with a group, and I answer the most common asked questions about social media. And this alone has a tremendous value in and of itself. And this is for only as long as this presentation lasts, do you get this benefit. So just wanted to follow up with another testimonial. This is Sammy L. She says, since starting this course, she's had a flood of inspiration and motivation to get out and do more photography shoots. She wants to build her photography portfolio. Because of this class, she's organized 4 photo shoots in 1 week. And as she was doing one, 2 people came over to her and started asking questions about what they were doing. She was invited by these people to go back to a closed cocktail party, a private cocktail party, where the Prime Minister was attending. This is amazing. This is in New Zealand. The Prime Minister of New Zealand, she got to do a photo shoot with because she attributes it to this class and the motivation that it gave her. She wants to thank Andrew and David for giving her this opportunity and helping her find her passion for photography again. And this is just one person that's been through this class. I love her story. Sammy is now, I consider, a friend, and I love staying in touch with her and hearing the next thing that she has going on. Okay, so at this time, we're going to open up the website to purchase, and I just want to encourage you guys to join in on this community. This is something that I've spent years and years doing, putting together, getting prepared to offer this to you all, and we are offering it at this special price. For as long as this presentation ends, you have the opportunity to get in at this special price, and if you do, you get the complete video course, you get all the PDF tutorials, you get the private access to the Facebook group, trainings with the celebrity coaches, you get the app toolbox, the virtual job shadows, the photo and video editing tutorials, and these group training calls that are for this class. Also, instant access to the entire program with a 30-day money-back guarantee. We're offering it to you as long as this program or as long as this presentation ends. So get in now. I can't wait to see all of you guys enroll, to join, to see what type of content you're putting out there to help you find your message and to help you share it well. So we're going to be answering some questions here. So let's see here. Whitney asks, she hates posting pictures of herself. How does she get over that? It's a good question, Whitney. I thank you for starting us off here. Well, I don't want to pressure you into doing something you're not comfortable with. So if it's something that you don't want to do, don't even consider doing it. There's no need to. There's plenty of other content you can put out there. You know, if you look at these food pages, they're just doing videos of hands preparing food. So you don't need to have your face. But if it is something that you want to start doing, is posting pictures of yourself, then ultimately I would say practice makes perfect. And all of us have insecurities and fears of putting something out there that might get criticized by the public. But trust me, you will have so many more people who are encouraging and uplifting, and you will also get used to the haters if they're out there. And so practice will really help you get comfortable with that. And so I'm excited for you as you maybe overcome this fear. Please let me know. I would love to see the follow-up to that. We have another question here from Maria. She wants to know if this class will be posted to YouTube. Can she get the first part? You know what? I'm not sure if we will record. No, we can't. This is a special offer, and it's just for you guys. And so this will not be posted to YouTube. It's just for you guys watching right now. And again, the offer is for you guys joining this class is this special price that we have until the presentation ends. You can see it right there on screen. We have the complete video course. We have interactive PDF tutorials. We have direct access to the Facebook group, the app toolbox, all these bonuses, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee. The total value is thousands of dollars, and we are bringing it to you guys for this heavily discounted price. It's only going to go up from here as we begin to release it, or as we begin to get it ready for larger release. So no, it will not be posted to YouTube, Maria. Olivia wants to know, how do you create a ton of content that is consistent? Well, it's a good question. And you first have to kind of know what your voice is. As we talked about, what type of content are you going to be creating? And once you kind of know the small boundaries that you can work within, it's going to be a lot easier for you to figure out how to make that content. And so the first thing is finding out what type of content you're going to be making. And the second thing is just going out and recording. So Shawn, for a while there, was annoyed with me because I was always trying to record this or that. I was always trying out new concepts. And once I kind of found and hit my stride, then I was able to hit a pattern where, you know, I can film a couple of videos a week. I do about 4 a week that I put in the storage. I release them about every other day. And I just know what I'm looking for and know what I can capture and create. So you just have to find your rhythm. You have to practice. And you have to find your voice. And then consistency is ultimately being disciplined, not viewing it as a hobby, not just posting a picture because it's a cool picture of your plate of food, but also, being strategic in saying, hey, you know what? Every Tuesday, my audience is active. I'm going to post then, and that'll work wonders for you. Stephanie wants to ask, she says she's just starting out. Where does she even begin? Well, Stephanie, that's a loaded question. Depends on what platform you're talking about. What type of content you're doing. I think the best place to start is at the beginning. It's funny, it's a joke, but it's true, where I have a mindset. I'm not sure if it's a blessing or a curse, but I know that if I try to plan everything out and be perfect about it, I will never do it. And so I challenge myself on a daily basis to, hey, you know what? I might be scared to do this, or I might not be comfortable because it's not perfect, but we're going to get it out there. And then we can ultimately edit from that. We can revise from that first copy. But the best advice I can give you on starting is to start. And it's not going to be perfect, and you'll be a little embarrassed, and it won't be what it ends up, but you started and it got the momentum going. But it's important from a social media side on where you start to set up your bio in a way that is really, really effective. So who you are, what type of content you're going to be putting out there, and then like a fun fact about you. And then I would also include a link to any outside sources that help the audience get to know you in a different or better way. And then also just having consistent content that you post consistently and that is about a consistent topic. That's my best advice for you there. Ashley wants to know, where is the money that people on social media make coming from? Is it through advertising your business and reaching more and more people through social media who will buy? Or can you make money from these social media outlets when you receive a large following? So it's a good question. And there are a few different ways that you can make money on social media. The first is AdSense. And so this is when you build a big following and you have a lot of traffic to your YouTube channel, to your blog. You can tell Google to place ads on your website or on your videos. And you will earn a percentage of the ad revenue from this. The second is brand sponsorship deals. So a company will come to you and pay you, say, hey, I make these shoes. I see that you are well-versed in running. Do you want to share these shoes with your audience? I will pay you in free product or in actual cash to share that with your audience. The third is sharing your own product on social media. And this is something that in the course we prepare you all to do, because this is really when true freedom sets in, where you have your own product that you can scale, that you get all the benefit of the growth from. That's the third way. And then fourthly, there are affiliate links. So a lot of these times, whenever you get a software or you get maybe it's an app, there's affiliate links where any purchase that you have, any person that refers you to buy this, you get a referral from that. So maybe it's 15% is the typical percentage out there. And so those are kind of the 4 different ways that you can make money on social media. Maria wants to know, let's see, she has an Instagram called Triple Full. She posts gymnastics edits and videos, and she's thinking about starting her own website where she travels to gyms and does different content. Where does she start with the website, and would it be a good idea? Just like I said, moving towards your own product and your own domain. The thing is, all these social media platforms have algorithms that they use to display content. If in the first 30 seconds, a lot of people are liking it, then they'll boost it, or maybe nobody sees it, and then they'll not show it to anybody else. And so you are at the mercy of your content being seen by these algorithms. And so, I would always recommend you having a place like a website that you can direct traffic to, that you always have the control over. And so we talk about how you set up your website. We talk about how you can build an email list. These are all very important things for longevity, for scalability, and for sustainability. So again, I just wanted to rehash the offer. Right now, we have this special price just for you guys. For as long as this presentation ends, we have the timer going down there. The whole value is thousands of dollars, but we're bringing it to you guys for this price because I want to inspire you to share your message. I'm excited to see what you're going to be putting out there, and I want you to do it now and not wait. So buy in and let's get going. With this purchase, you get the whole video course, the app toolbox, all these bonuses, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So jump in. There's no risk. You can get out if you want to, but I am confident that you will find so much value in this, you won't need that refund. Diana says that she tries to keep consistent, but maybe she's choosing too many different things to post. So that's a big mistake that a lot of people make. A lot of people say, hey, you know what? I need to be on all these different platforms. I need to be making 10-minute videos, and I need to be snapping all these beautiful Instagram pictures. And then I also need to be reformatting for Facebook. It can get overwhelming, and you can get lost in it. And the first thing is knowing what platform you're going to be best on. So maybe for some of you, it's podcasts. Maybe for some of you, it's YouTube if you like sitting down in front of the camera. Others, maybe it's just photography. There's so many different ways you can go with it. But then also, as we talked about, finding your voice is the most important step of this whole thing. What message were you born to share? And that is an exciting time when you figure out what that is. Ultimately, for me, It took me years. I wasn't confident after college football. I was not confident in what my message was. I had always identified as a football player, and that's it. Um, but it took me years to find my voice. And once I did, man, was it a relief, because then I could just operate within this. I knew what I was called to do, and it's awesome. So just know your audience, and you don't need to stray. Don't be posting pictures of your food or the landscape or a group picture if that's not what your content is. So good question, Diana. Thank you for asking. Guys, we have just a couple minutes left here as the clock goes down. Would highly encourage you guys to buy in now. This price is only going to go up. It's a special offer just for you. We are excited to be bringing it to you guys, and we want to see you a part of this community. We've had so many success stories. I could read you guys these for days. They're on the website, the testimonials portion. You can see it for yourself, and it's been so much fun. So please be a part of that story and change what your trajectory is. Redirect yourself right now. I'm excited. So let's see. Let's get back to questions. We got Taylor here. Olivia says, how can you post affiliate stuff without being annoying or salesy? And it's a good question. Again, it all goes back to knowing what type of content you create and what audience consumes that content. All right. So if I do relationship comedy stuff, and if I was to post a charcoal picture of, hey, this is me at the grill, nobody would like that. That's annoying, and that's salesy. So it's only annoying and salesy if it's different from what you're used to posting or what you usually post to your audience. We can do a ton of brand deals. Say we had that grill company come to us. I could either post that boring picture of me by the grill saying, hey, buy this grill or this charcoal, or I could post a funny video of Shawn trying to use a grill, and she's unsuccessful, and so I have to come save the day, and boom, the product is plugged, and you are still speaking to your audience in the usual way that you do. That's when it's truly effective. That's when it's truly fun. It does need a little bit of creativity, but that's what I consider to be the best part. And it's so fun, so fulfilling. Guys, just a couple of minutes left here. Go ahead and get in on this offer. Again, for this price, it's a huge discount. You get the whole video course. You get the PDF tutorials. You get the trainings with the celebrity coaches. You get the editing and video, the photo and video editing. You get the group calls, instant access to the whole thing, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and all at a steep, steep discount. So please, just want to remind you that clock is ticking down. Jump in now. Kayla says she wants to start doing funny videos, but she's afraid about what other people might think. Kayla, you know what? It's a legitimate fear. It's one that I had. It's one that a lot of people have. It's one I would reckon to say everybody has as they start to put out content. But it is one that you need to overcome. And I would challenge you to do that. And it is so fun once you do overcome, because then, you're probably nervous about it because you care about it a lot. You care about your comedy. And once you start putting it out there, there'll probably be some critics. And your parents, or maybe it's your cousin or your grandma, that's what it was for me, will say, you know what? This is kind of embarrassing. I don't know why you're making these videos. But I've walked into it, and now I love it, and now other people love it, and I'm not worried about what other people say. And now there are a lot of different things going on here. So if you don't want to do comedy, don't do it. But if that's what you truly want to do, conquer that fear. Just start. Just like we said, the best place to start is at the beginning. And so just go ahead and get it going. I'm excited for where it takes you, Kayla. Let's see. Cynthia wants to know, this is a great question. Do videos get better engagement? I'll tell you this, Cynthia. They might not get better engagement always, but they are more shareable. So if you think about it, videos are just easier to relate to. You understand the context. There's a little bit of a plot to it. And it makes you want to click that share with others button way more than a photo does. A lot of times you don't get the context, or the full story behind the photo. So you don't really want to share it. Yeah, you'll double tap it because it's a beautiful picture of a couple or a dog or a food, but you don't really want to share that. There's nothing that really there's nothing to write home about, as they say. That's one of my favorite sayings. Lily wants to know, this is a great question, what are good photo editing apps? The one that I use is InShot. It helps you format things. You can put different text on there. You could change, even for video, you can change the speed. You can edit it. It's really, really helpful. Also, Snapseed is great. Photoshop Express. These are all apps. We have the app toolbox that will be crucial for you guys and so, so helpful. I get asked about it all the time. It seems simple to me, but it seems to be the one that people get the most value from. Guys, we just have a couple seconds here. Go ahead and click that buy-in button. Can't wait for you to join this Side Hustle social community. Thank you so much for taking the time, sitting down with me, and learning about how you can change your life, how you can change your social media and start paying bills with social media. I'm so excited to be bringing this knowledge with you. If you didn't get in on this price, then maybe look for it later. But if you did, I can't wait to see you later. And thank you for joining. This is Andrew East signing off.